If my baby could hear me now, I would simply say I love you. Pregnancy is probably one of the hardest things a woman has to go through, but it's also one of the amazing, most unique things a woman will go through, physically, mentally and emotionally.
I don't think there's any such thing as being ready for a baby coming.
You don't feel anything apart from sick.
Pregnancy is just amazing. Far from being sick and the tiredness, going to the toilet like 3 times a night.
Do you know, at the start you just sort of feel a bit fat and stuff and just just not very nice.
You can't even look at your husband, you're like, don't even look at me.
You're just exhausted, absolutely exhausted. And just wanted to eat junk. I'm looking forward to not being pregnant anymore, just to do the simple things like just put your socks on. Do you know?
Three tests later and I still go, no, Daphne, we're having a baby.
Last night I finally felt like a proper movement. I was like, oh my God. So I think that was the first time I was like, right, Jesus, I'm actually having a child.
I think if I thought about it too much, I'd be in anxiety attack mode, you know, like.
It would be nice to have the baby earlier than actually being pregnant for 10 months.
It's the one time that you have with your child where you know you are completely protecting them at all times. And it's lovely.
At 9 weeks, I was having signs of a miscarriage, and they scanned me and said, oh, there's a 9-week-old baby here with a heartbeat, and I just couldn't believe it. And then they moved the scanner over, and there was another baby, so I was carrying twins, and that baby unfortunately died at 6 weeks gestation. I should have been happy, but I was sad. I should have been sad, but I was happy. So at the moment, I would say I'm very anxious, because something's already happened to one, and I just feel for the other one. I do worry, every day, and for this baby. And sorry.
It's mind-blowing to realize sometimes when you're walking around that there's a whole nother person inside of you, especially at this stage where you know that they could survive on the outside and they're right there.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to that idea that there's a real person there. It's nice, but I mean, it's nice to be able to sustain life and that, this baby's growing inside you, but it is weird.
I have a pair of jeans up the stairs that don't fit me, and that's my aim, to get back into those jeans. But the main thing is to get this baby here safely.
Pregnancy to me is the start of an amazing journey that will bring you nothing but love and learning and heartbreak, and above all will make you a better person.
I like my sleep. I'm a bit worried about it, but I think pregnancy also prepares you for that, because I'm up about 40 times a night anyway to the toilet.
Some people sort of have an instant bond just with the baby as soon as they know they're pregnant. Other people, whenever the baby's born, it's an instant bond. Other people, it's a bit more gradual. Sometimes I think it comes with flashpoints, you know, if you think the baby's going to get hurt. But it sort of demonstrates how strong and instinctive and primal that the love is.
I think the best thing to have around your neck is your child's arms.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt.
She was on her own for the first 4 years of my life. My daddy was in jail at the time, so it was very tough for her, like, you know, because single mother of 2 kids and running to the jail to do the visits, and then with the whole political situation at the time. But she's strong, she's a great woman, and, you know, she got through it.
The house was raided a lot when we were younger, and there was, you know, you had the Brits running around the streets, and, you know, that was normal to us then. But when I think now, it's like, I think, you know, I don't want my kids, or my child, there's only one, growing up in an area where there's constant patrols, there's police checks. I can vividly remember all that from the 80s. You know, I can remember going into the city centre and people's handbags being searched. But when I think back to it now, it's like, well, actually, no, that's not normal. That shouldn't be normal. And I know my mum had to bring us up in that.
Growing up as a child was very difficult. East Belfast wasn't a great place to be living. We had a lot of the paramilitary involvement going on, and my parents didn't like us to see any of this, but you knew it was happening on your doorstep. And that's probably my fear. I don't want my child to see this going on. I don't want it to go back to the way it was. I just would love people to come together and get on.
I do remember a few bombs going off here and there. It's a very, very different place. I think if it was like that, if it was the same, I wouldn't have my children growing up here.
I still have a very clear memory of very noticeable segregation in our society. Every day, every other day, there was a bomb scare. Somebody got shot in my street whenever I was wee. My mummy and daddy were very afraid for us.
When you grow up in America, and yeah, there might be crime and things that you hear about or see. It's not like what he described. His father was a taxi man, and you know he's told me stories about, you know, just waiting for his dad to come home at night so he could go to sleep, so he knew he was home safe, and just a lot of things. Bullet holes in the back fence. So it's shocking to me that you can somehow raise such an amazing family in the midst of all that.
The only thing I don't like about Belfast in general is the fact that communities are very segregated. You know, there's wee enclaves, you're from a Catholic area or a Republican area, you're from a Protestant or a Unionist area. My partner's he's from a Protestant background. But there is elements of culture that I might want my child to have, or there's elements of my own culture that I would want the child to have.
My kids don't know what a bomb scare is, and you know, I think that's good, because I think whenever I was growing up, it always worried me, but they're not going to have that same worry, and I hope that it doesn't come back.
I hope for my kids to grow up not knowing what religion is. I'm not seeing any difference.
They're the next generation, you know. Hopefully, if you instill love and peace into their life, then they're going to love everyone, no matter what their religion is or what their race is.
I would love to see this politics of Protestant Catholic gone.
Who is anybody to judge anybody on their religion or where they live or who they are? You know, we're all humans here.
Hopefully, Belfast will continue to grow and that it will continue to become more of an exciting place. I feel like the opportunities that they're out there now are amazing, and the attitudes that people have are fantastic, and I feel as though things will really change.
I'd love my baby to have loads of friends and everybody to love them. As long as it doesn't have Gary's ears.
Just to be loved and to be able to love and just to be just fabulous, I suppose. I just want the best for my children.
It's quite difficult. In Northern Ireland, we have this division, but I don't want to bring my child up with this and just show there is no difference between us and just say, you know, to them that you're loved.
Health and happiness would be they would be the two ultimate sort of hopes that I would have for the kids.
I would like the children to be able to do and go where they please and be who they want to be without any peer pressure from anybody else.
I definitely think confidence is very important. That if this child sets its mind to something, they can make it happen.
There's a lot of good things about the world, and I think it's easy to forget about that when there's so much bad. And I think, you know, concentrate on the good stuff.
Hiya, I'm your mommy. I can't wait to meet you and kiss you and just show you off to everybody because you're going to be so beautiful and I'm just going to love you.
And you better not give me sore nipples.